This class is a unique class. Very few people do this, what I do. I learned as an apprentice in San Francisco at a company called Bank Incorporated. We made die-struck jewelry, very Victorian, lots of handwork involved with each piece. I teach in a way that is skills-based. We're not necessarily going to complete one complete project. That's not what we're here for. We're here to learn the skills so that you can take those skills away with you and bring to life whatever you want to bring to life. I was very lucky. I feel very lucky that I was able to have the experience I had in the jewelry industry. I was surrounded by craftsmen. In the factory, I was surrounded by craftsmen. I was surrounded by people who were masters at what they did. I was lucky enough to move around each department, from stone setting, fabrication, cutting dies, stamping the jewelry, casting, wax carving. In that time, I was able to. 2015 is when I decided, I've been doing this a long time and I've been working on my own the whole time. I never taught it, I didn't teach anybody. And I saw that there was a need because the skills just weren't there. So, chasing. So some of you have had some experience with chasing, right?
Yes.
Yeah? Excellent. But have you done jewelry? Maybe rechasing jewelry? The chasing we do, the punches that we use are the same shapes you would use if you were doing a big repoussé piece and chasing it. Same shapes, just on a much smaller scale. All the punches, I made the punches, they're all handmade. As an apprentice, I had to make all my punches, so most of these come from when I was an apprentice. A lot of these are punches that I've inherited. When you use it, the metal reacts differently to each one. If you look at your punches, you can see how tiny they are compared to anything else because of the scale of work we are doing. The hammers that we use, the hammers that you guys have at your each space, they're Fretz hammers. They're the smallest chasing hammer I could possibly find. So these are the hammers that I used that I had to make as an apprentice, right? So I had to learn how to make the tools, not only making the punches but making the hammers. And you can see the size of hammers we use, right? This actually really works. It actually moves metal. You don't have to move the metal a long ways. You're not just texturing. A lot of people say, call it chasing, when it's really, they're just texturing. What we're trying to do is actually manipulate the metal and move it to give your ornament shape, bring it to life. Or like Larry used to say, we want to teach the piece to sing, right? It already knows how to talk, we want to teach it to sing. So we want to make it more beautiful.